You're now listening to the Basic and Boujie podcast.
And we're live.
Yeah, second episode. Let's go.
Hey.
Second episode. Meet Bougie's besties. And I also share one of my besties with Basic. So there's going to be a lot of fun stories.
Lots of fun stories.
So it's like, we're going to go right into what? We're going to go into story time. What y'all want to do?
Does our audience know their names?
Oh, yeah, let's start with that.
Yes, talk to the people. Talk to the people. I got a drink over here. Pineapple martini is the drink of the day.
That's funny, yeah.
I would say Melanie, great job on this.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Very good.
Melanie made our pineapple martinis today. Well, I will start and introduce myself. I am Jamie. I am Melanie's older sister. And
my friend.
And Jocelyn's friend for a good 25 years now. Oh my God.
Oh, y'all.
We met when we were 20. We met when we were 1.
I was going to say like 1 and 2, right?
Yeah, 1 and 2.
1 or 2 years old, but no, for real though. 15 since high school.
Mm-hmm.
Been friends ever since. I don't think you and I have ever had like a blowout fight or anything like that.
I don't think so.
I don't think, but I do remember that you were pissed at me one time. It had something to do with Brenda and Francis in high school.
That's going to pick up on the mic.
I believe they were leaving to Puerto Rico or something, and we were all
was I mad
supposed to
about?
get together. I didn't show up. I flaked.
Oh.
I wanted to be with my boyfriend. My fast ass wanted to be with my boyfriend.
That's what we all do.
So
at
to
that
think about
time.
our friends, and you gave me the silent treatment the next day. But
Did it hurt?
It did.
It did.
I was scared. Jocelyn's a scary lady. She can be frightening. She can be very frightening.
Justin's coming. Don't piss her off.
Go ahead, Justin.
Go for your intro.
So I have many names.
You do.
Yes. Garelyn, Jotty, G.
G Money Grip Tight Jeans. Go ahead.
I've known Melanie, I had to actually think about it. 25, 26 years?
We old.
Y'all met when y'all was 1.
Yes.
No, we really been friends.
I was like 6, I think, or no, 7, maybe a little bit.
Freaking babysat y'all.
Yeah. I'm like trying to think in my...
We were just born together.
Right,
That's
yeah,
it.
at this point. I think when we first met each other, we actually didn't like each other.
See, you can tell that story because I don't remember that. I
Oh,
blocked
okay.
that out, but I remember you saying,
Share.
yeah, you can start with that story.
So we lived
We can call
on
the
the
person
same...
in between Tay.
Right.
Go for it.
We actually lived on the same block in Huntington Park, a little street called Cayuga. She lived in the end of the block. I lived on the other end. But I think you were also friends with...
Shantae.
Yes.
I do remember this.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So obviously you already knew Shantae because y'all lived next to each other. Mm-hmm. But then when you guys came to visit me, I don't know. It just came to the situation where it was just like, all right, we just don't like each other. And it was more so because of Shantae. I think she was coming to me saying like, oh, this is Melanie, like, this is what she's saying. I think she was going back to Melanie saying the same thing. So we just both
introduced y'all.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
See, I don't remember any of that.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Yeah, I just remember one day in the car, and I think Shantae said Melanie said something about me. And as I'm driving in the car and I see her and Shantae together in the bikes, and I just stick my middle finger up at them like, oh, you may have to censor that out.
No, we curse on here. There ain't no censor.
Yes, I remember that.
I don't
yes.
remember that. That might have been my first middle finger. We just discovered something. My first time I ever received the middle finger was from my best friend.
Wow.
Yes.
I didn't know you guys lived on the same block.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's this one property at the end of my mom's block that is always like getting rented out to a bunch of different people. And I think after Jotty was Natasha.
No, Tasha lived on 7th Street.
Okay,
Nina and
Yeah.
it was more of her family, so then I became friends with them. Yeah.
Many
That was a fun house.
Yeah, that was definitely a fun house. Yes, but I remember you coming over all the time and Melanie going over there all the time. Y'all sleep over each other's houses. I'm like, y'all live
on the same block.
Y'all don't have to cross the street. Your mama ain't got to watch you walk out the door. Why are y'all
With
here?
a whole backpack, too. With a whole bag. A whole backpack.
I mean,
It'd be like in the summer, it'd be weeks on time, just like.
Oh yeah, because it came to a point. My mom was like, "All right, now they gotta go home.
Ja.
You gotta go home.
Ya está bueno." Enough.
And it was everything was Garelyn Jalisa. Like it was just one name, and Jalisa is her little sister, and we were just everything we did together.
Yes.
And so, and then normally when your friends move away or whatever, you think, okay, that's it. You're gonna lose contact with them. They moved to Devereaux.
Yeah, in the Northeast.
And still couldn't lose them, couldn't shake them. Still,
I think
Still
one
showing up.
summer
Showing
I
up,
was
driving
over
over
at
to
you guys'
Devereaux.
house.
You pretty
Went
much
the whole
lived there that summer, because I
Yeah.
remember I think we got to a point where it was like, all right, honey, you're gonna stand on this side of the bed, and I'm gonna be on this side of the room because I don't like you right now.
Yeah.
But that was just like 2 months of us together.
Yeah.
together,
The whole summer,
together.
yeah, that's when y'all realize y'all actually get tired of each other.
I realized
But the
how much
worst
she
thing I could have
ate.
done was get my driver's license because I was the one responsible for taking this one over to your house and picking her up.
Chauffeur.
Which reminds me of a story.
Go for it.
A truancy officer popped up at the house.
Oh, I talked about that. On a Saturday afternoon.
On another episode.
See, I don't lie.
Yeah, so I can confirm that, yes, a truancy officer showed up and sat on the porch and had a talk with my mom and had a long list of days where Miss Melanie did not show up to school. And we both stood there shocked because even I was like, God damn, she ain't been to school at all. She been absent more than she been there.
Right. And mommy
And she said, go pick her up. I said, okay. I didn't even tell you why I was picking you
No,
up.
I don't
You were
remember.
terrified when we got home. Did she whoop you?
Was the officer still there when I got there?
I don't think so. I think they were
Oh,
gone
he
by
should
then.
have been.
Was it a Saturday? I thought it was a Friday.
Yeah, it was a Saturday. It was a Saturday afternoon.
Yes. See, Melanie and I are very different. I would never dare to cut school entirely, let alone a class.
So
Cut several classes.
we cut quite a few together. There's another story to go behind that. So we cut class.
Was this
and-
the Monroe story?
Yes.
Oh,
no,
go for it.
Ramona.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Ramona's story. Go for it.
So, I lived in the Northeast. I guess Melanie probably took the bus to my house.
Took that 18?
Yeah.
Hopped on the 18.
Where?
To my house in
To her
Devereaux, in the
house?
Northeast. Yeah.
I took the bus on 5th Street straight, and then I got on the 18.
As 18 goes on Robinson Avenue. We're in Pennsylvania, by the way, just
Yeah.
in case you're wondering where the streets are.
All these
So
Philadelphia.
now, mind you, my mom used to drop us off at school, so I still had to go to the school, act like I was going in, didn't go in, take the bus,
You gotta play the part.
yeah. So we actually had, so it was me, my sister, Melanie. We had some guys over. Yes.
Which we had no business having boys over.
Yeah. So I guess we were there all day playing games, all of a sudden, I think, Melanie, were you coming out the showers?
Wait, what?
I
What game were you playing?
I think I whatever reason, I took a shower and I had a towel on and all my stuff was in the basement and everybody was in the living room. So I came down the steps and you guys had that door with the window. In it.
We had like a huge window.
So
you
there
could
was somebody
peek in.
watching us at the time and they saw me come down in the towel and that's continue.
Yes.
Oh, I vaguely remember the story.
So
Okay.
this was my grandmother. I don't know how she found out
Listen, she
that
must
we
have had
were-
binoculars
Yes.
because that was like a stained glass. So I don't know.
So she's outside and sees you through a window coming down the stairs in
in
a towel.
Yeah.
I was innocently going to the dryer to get my stuff. I'm sure I was trying to show off some goods as well. It's a little slip. But I didn't know
So
being
she
watched.
sees all three of us, her in the towel, and then the boys.
Yeah, they were boys.
Guys, boys. So she calls my father, and my father comes, right?
Hold on, because I feel like this
Oh
is...
yeah.
Yeah. So he comes in, and all of her. I'm in the basement, and my sister was upstairs, and he's like, Garelyn, Jalisa. I heard that voice and walked right out that back door. I did not hesitate.
Oh, you snuck out the back?
I snuck out the back. I was in the basement.
Oh.
I snuck right out the back. I did not, no hesitation. All I hear my sister, well, that's them. They brought the boys over. My
Yes,
sister.
Jalisa
Jalisa ain't one. No
She flipped. She was not at that moment. I realized she was not a ride or die.
Right.
No.
Because this one rolled. I said, all right, cool. I'm gonna go to the basement. I hear Jalisa. They're not even my friends. I said, okay, scoot. I I left too. So now Jaleesa's in the house.
I was gonna say, yeah, they
we didn't care about them at this point.
We left everybody as if she didn't live here.
He's there. I think they were on the couch. The boys were on the couch.
Yeah, because they were getting a lecture at the time as we were sneaking out of the house. Because they were caught. Everybody, we were caught red-handed, except for the fact that we were in the basement.
So I go to this guy friends that lives around the corner. Melanie, we all knew him. I go and knock on his door. I'm like, hey, you know, my dad just came to the house, and I need like a get up, like, so that he won't know that it's me. I don't know why I thought to even do this.
We needed a disguise.
Wait,
I don't know why I needed a disguise.
Oh no, she had a full blown disguise.
So he was like, all right, I got these jeans and a shirt. He was a really like a skinny guy. So I put on his clothes and to fit it, I walked outside like I was a guy.
And back then was when everybody was wearing big t-shirts, big jeans, 3X, so you couldn't tell that she was a girl under there.
Yeah, so did we have phones at that time? How did you know I was there?
We didn't have phones, but I knew you were going to go there because we didn't have nowhere else to go at that point. So I was like, I don't know if you're there, but that's where the fuck I'm going. Yeah. So I went there. I don't know if we met each other like, then I realized that you had already changed because I don't really remember what happened there.
Everything just
I remember
went
us
so fast.
running through the park.
Yes.
Like,
so we go
all ass into the park in her like fitted white tee, jeans, probably had Jabos on, who knows. I'm running after her in regular clothes. We're running from her father, who's in a car.
Yeah. Yes.
Because now he's trying to figure out. He's trying to figure out where are y'all? I'm sure Jalisa said, they probably went to such and such house because that was the only. Oh, Jalisa a snitch. I mean, she wasn't ride or die. She wasn't gonna get in trouble by herself. So she said, "Bring them hoes back. Bring those hoes back. We getting in trouble together."
Mind you, she cut with us, so it's like
we're all in trouble.
Yes, everything just went so fast. I just remember my dad finding me. I'm like, how did he find me with all this, this disguise? Me looking like a guy.
What's your dad's
he's in the army.
In the army.
Yeah.
So we tried to run away from an army guy. It didn't work out.
No, took us back home, and I think we didn't see each other for a while because of that.
Oh, so y'all had to stay apart after that.
Yeah. So the reason why my mom never found out about that story
until now.
Hi, Mom. Was because your dad, as much as we got in trouble together, her parents never was like, I'm gonna tell your mom. But
they
this situation, right? They definitely didn't snitch. This situation, because boys were involved, we were cutting school, whatever. I think your dad was like, all right, this is more serious. I gotta tell your mom. So I acted as if I was Jamie and said that my mom wasn't around, but I was very upset as Jamie talking to her father like, she did what? Oh, she didn't know this. She didn't know this, but we had the same voice over the phone.
Like, I need to follow this.
So I would just remember saying like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Whatever. And your dad telling the story. She did what? Oh, I am telling my mom the Academy Award, because he believed me so much so that he never brought it up again.
We all sound the same. You, me, and Mom sound exactly the same on the phone.
He never brought it up again. He figured, I told you, you told the mother. Meanwhile, nobody knew nothing.
Wow. Bravo.
An Academy Award goes to.
And then that's when we started writing letters to each other. Because we both our phones
letters, like y'all were in freaking prison.
There was no, mind you, we were what, 13, 14, maybe younger than that, like 12, 13, because I don't think we were in high school yet.
No, we were in high school when we were cutting. That was high school. I was in Northeast.
I'm thinking about the guys in the circle at that point.
Like 15.
You were in high school. I was probably in 8th grade then? No.
Yeah.
Because 8th grade I was in New York.
Well, I know when you were in New York, we were also writing each other as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We were on like
the timeline is all fucked up. But we definitely got both our phone privileges revoked, so we started writing each other letters all summer long. Oh.
Sending pictures.
Yeah,
this is what I look like now.
In case you forgot what I look like. And that was a big deal to send a picture, because you got to take it on the camera, and then you got to take it to write it, get the pictures developed, go pick them up. So, like, it was a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It wasn't like I sent you a selfie.
Like a quick
this is easy now.
No,
there was effort.
Yeah, even the writing the letter. You're sitting down with a piece of paper and pen, writing it down. If you messed up, you're taking another page, put it in an envelope, getting the stamps.
So why not?
Walking down the block, put it in the.
I remember one of my favorite
we were in the
letters.
Stone
She
Age.
wrote it in a crayon because she couldn't find a pen. And she I'm sorry, I couldn't find a pen, but she had to write me. That was my favorite letter because it was written in a crayon. But she just had to get it out.
Weird ransom note. Hang on.
That was my favorite letter.
Oh my! Do you still have it?
When Hilda threw away that green bin, she probably. Oh no, we're gonna bring it up. She probably threw it away. The other day she said,
Mel was so upset.
"Girl." The other day she said, "Oh, I was looking for that article about your father." And I was like, oh, it was probably in the green bin that you threw away. She started talking about something else. We're not going to talk about it.
Mel was so upset. She texted me. I was like,
Listen.
can I go and grab it for you? She was like, it's raining. It's already gone.
I was fuming.
The article she's referring to, was that from the paper
Yes.
from Lancaster?
Mhm.
I have that.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
have
good.
it.
It's safe because if I would have had it, it would have been in the trash.
I still have that. Yeah. Wow, y'all were sneaky sneaks.
Oh, yeah.
Sneaky sneaks.
For sure.
Okay.
Let me see what else. What was the other thing I sent y'all? They had homework. I gave them homework.
Okay, yeah, so we have homework. So one of them were, what did I think you were in a former life?
Yes.
I thought like a private investigator / psychic, because you can find anybody.
This is true.
Anybody. There was a while back where you had gotten some cryptic message on Facebook after the situation with Richard.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
we didn't know who the hell she was.
Did you find out who it was?
No, that's the thing.
Oh.
It never occurred to
She's
me
like, hold on.
to ask her, because she would have
wish I
found
still
who
had the
that person
screenshot.
was. Melanie can find anybody, like give them a blood type and a middle name and she's golden. Like she can find anybody. Or a psychic, because you always seem to know the outcome of things before other people see it. Like
I always say
you
that.
catch on to things before other people see. Because there's been times when I'm like, yeah, you think so? And they're like, yeah, watch. And sure enough, a few weeks later, told you so.
And not to get all spiritual, but I always had, I feel like I always had this gift, and then when grandma passed away, it got stronger. And not to like weird people out, I won't say certain things, but I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. I just see shit happening before it happens, and I can't help myself. But I know it freaks people out, so I just won't say anything. But I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. Good luck though. Because if not, then I'm just a hater. But then, like,
Right.
damn, Mel, you was right. You was right. I know. That's gonna be the next shirt.
You should start writing some of this stuff down,
Yeah.
and then just be like, okay, you were on page 34 where I said that this wasn't going to work out.
Normally I just be like, listen, what's today's date? Whatever, I'll say the date, and then I'll remember listen to what I'm telling you. And then a year or something will go by, and they'll be like, remember that conversation we had? That shit fucking happened.
Yeah,
I wish I could control it. Like I wish I could see the $1 billion mega ball, Powerball
Yeah, for
numbers,
real. Yeah.
because
Right, where it
predicting
matters.
other people's futures, who freaking cares?
Right. Dang, when Melanie asked me that question, the first person that popped up was like Cleopatra.
Cleopatra, you thought she was royalty?
Yes, well, yeah, like Cleopatra had like her hand around all men. She was very seductive. She got her way,
Jezebel.
Jezebel. I love that word.
That's next.
If that was it, Lauren's IG name, I would have definitely stolen by now.
But yeah, woman of power, independent, like first thing that came to my mind. And then with being a Leo, obviously a lioness, like maybe if she was in the animal form, same, fierce,
I'm
independent.
so powerful, oh my gosh.
I can see that too.
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
like it. I love it.
I see that.
Queen of everything. Queen of everything.
Queen of everything.
And that's where, when you were telling me asking about different stories, I'm like, you know what, she is bougie. Like there's certain things that I couldn't find, like with Mel.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about when I got here. There are no like embarrassing Mel stories, because Mel doesn't get embarrassed. She has
I really
no
don't.
freaking shame. So it was literally more of things that made us look bad in a situation.
Definitely.
So that being said, no, there is one embarrassing story about Melanie.
I would love
Melanie
to
was
hear
fucking
this.
stupid when she was little.
I was so stupid.
She did very strange things.
That
for
was a
child.
box of rocks.
Okay, she was, we're 7 years apart, at 16, I'm hanging out with this one, and that makes her, 9? You wanted to hang out? No. No. We're not hanging out. You're way too young. Whatever. Melanie tells me a story of her in the shower when she was younger. And she decided she was grown and wanted to start shaving her legs.
After mom said, no. I didn't even have hair on my legs at that point.
Right, but you wanted to be grown. You wanted to do what all the big girls were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So she proceeds to shave her legs, and with a fresh razor, sharp blade, she takes this massive chunk of skin off of her shin.
I still have a
For
scar.
which she still has.
I still have the scar.
Wow.
Fading, but still has it. She takes said piece of skin and places it
It's like I'm still in the tub.
on the
I
side
can
of the
see
tub.
it happening.
She's picturing right now.
I can see it happening.
Oh my gosh.
She places it on the side of the tub. Can anyone guess what Mel's first thought was when she placed the skin on the side of
She
the
still
tub?
put it back on her skin.
I wouldn't put it past her if she tried to attempt to glue it back
That
on.
was the second. That was the second
That was the
thing.
second thought. What was the first thought?
That you finally got to
Okay.
shave.
Mm-mm. I wonder if I poke the skin, will I feel it? What the fuck? When she told me that, I was like, how are we related? I just had to walk
Because it
away.
belonged to me.
I had to
So,
walk away.
so it wasn't a part of my body
She thought she was
anymore.
going to
But
feel it if you prick the skin. It is not attached to you anymore.
I have a curious mind.
Yes, you were very curious, which is how you almost lit our house on fire.
Yes. Well, no, I almost lit the house on fire
'Cause you were upset.
Because I was upset.
You were upset because you couldn't go out.
Because I couldn't go outside.
You couldn't go outside.
See what happens when you tell me no?
She lit
I
a
will
book of
light this
matches.
bitch on fire.
Threw them in the kitchen drawer. Close the drawer. And walk the fuck off.
Like Angela Bassett. Fuck this house. If I can't go outside, ain't nobody going outside.
Wow.
Oh, man.
And the drawer is still black on the inside at Hilda's house.
Who
Yes,
found
From-
it?
Mom, did
Was
she,
it
when she came in the house?
I think mom was just
Wasn't
coming in when
she
that
was
happened.
just coming in from work, and
It was like
smoke
everything
in
that
the
needed to
kitchen.
happen that day because I would have burnt the house down.
Yes, and our uncle was sitting on the porch when it
Drunk.
happened because he was the one that told you couldn't go anywhere. God rest his
He
soul.
was, yes, rest in peace, Theo. He was outside with a little boo thing, and I wanted to be outside with them, and he told me no.
Oh, so you was trying to
So-
get his back on. You was about to cock block and you
I lit that match. You ain't get no yams tonight, sir. I lit that match, put it in the drawer, and I walked upstairs. Not thinking like I'm gonna burn myself too.
Right.
That's how you know, like as a child, you don't think of things
Yeah,
fully.
no, you don't think that way.
Do you have a fixation with fire?
I did. I was definitely a firebug.
Because you and my sister did a lot of things when it
With
came with
fire.
fire. As growing up.
You guys probably shouldn't have survived the story I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
I
at
really
all.
don't know how y'all made it out
I
alive
don't
until
even
y'all
remember
30s.
I had like this wooden plank like this wooden desk thing that mom gave me to like do stuff in the bed, like homework and stuff. And it was laminated. And I would take Lysol and spray it and then light it on fire because the wood wouldn't burn. And I was fascinated by it.
I remember that.
I was just like I thought I was gonna be a firefighter, but then I don't like heights, so that didn't work out. So nursing it was. Trying to sew the skin back onto a machine. My dog is in somebody's purse.
Oh,
That's fine.
Jocelyn.
There's no money in there. She's fine.
Yeah. What else? Yeah. Okay. So I have to admit, although I adore this woman now, we did not always get along.
We did not.
When we were younger. I was a terrible big sister.
Please
Terrible.
tell the story of when she went to hug you.
Oh my god! I forgot. I think I blocked that out, but that is all my friends' favorite story.
We might be able to talk about it without crying.
Story.
It's their
Oh my
favorite
gosh,
because
I
it
wanna
makes me
hear
feel just horrible. I feel like such a shitty person that I did that. But I've never been an affectionate person. I just didn't grow up in a household like that. I wasn't a huggy, kiss type of person. Latinos, when they come up to each other, it's always, hey, how you doing? Hug them, kiss on the cheek. That was not me. You were leaving for school.
I don't know where Hilda was.
I don't know
And why you walked me to the door.
Mom may have. Yeah, I walked.
You're
into
hugless.
the doors. My mom had probably already gone off to work. I walked into the door. My mom normally gives her a hug before she walks out the door. She thought it was going to be
We're talking about elementary school here.
She was little.
Elementary school.
She was little.
That
She
only
was-
went to 4th grade.
Yeah, you was probably like maybe 2nd grade, no more than 2nd grade. And you turn around to give me a hug, and I'm like, the fuck? Why are you hugging? Ew. Like, And I think we left in tears.
I think I cried all the way to school.
Probably didn't have any effect on me. Couldn't care less. Didn't care.
I don't know why we're like that's weird how that happened, because even though we didn't grow up in a household like that, I'm with people that I love. Yeah. I'm super mushy and affectionate. I love you so much.
But it wasn't until I had my first child in 2011 that I started coming out of that shell and being soft. Because I've never been soft, but yeah. But no, at the beginning, oh God, I hated it. Another terrible story.
You want to give me a hug?
No, I'm okay.
Still trying to get that hug.
Still getting rejected.
Listen, I'm about to be 40 next month. I still feel weird saying I love you to you.
I'm gonna hug the shit out of you on your 40th birthday. Being as though I planned it in 2 seconds.
Well, I guess I can let you have that. Another terrible story. Again, stories that make me look like an asshole, and not stories about her.
I'm a saint.
Melanie, being an inquisitive child, she asked me what happens to kids if they die before they're baptized. My first instinct was they go to hell.
Evil.
That's what I said to her at like 5. You told a 5-year-old that she's about to burn for all eternity if she dies right now. She's gonna get upset. But I was on my way out the door. I left. I didn't fucking care. I came back. My mom gave me the business. How could you say something like that to her? What type of person are you? You're terrible. I was like, I was kidding. I just forgot to tell her I was kidding before I walked out the fucking door.
She'll get it.
I was kidding. Listen, but apparently she cried. She was very upset. And she got very obsessed with getting baptized.
I'm still not baptized, by the way.
Family doesn't practice religion in any way, shape, or form other than praying and saying thank God.
Right.
Like, it's...
And every time you leave the house.
Yeah, presionante before you walk out the house, God forbid. But yeah, superstitious crap that we don't know about. But yeah, I was an asshole then. I'm kind of an asshole now. I'm less of an asshole now, but still an asshole.
Less since you became a mom.
Less since I became a mom.
It made you soft, Jamie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
I don't know. Zola might toughen you up again.
Zola might fucking me up. Yeah, my
she's me.
She's mean. She's you.
She's me reincarnated.
She's super mean though.
She's mean like you, but she's all in everything like me.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, that's like when we used to hang out with Jay. We thought we were so cool.
Oh my God. We were obsessed
with
you.
you used to hang out with me?
We were obsessed with you.
Anytime we would be in the car with you.
Probably one of those nice days you were having. Far and few between.
After 16, when you became a woman.
Oh, maybe that
like,
was
you were driving.
Let me see
in the car with you driving. Mm-hmm. Jay used to drive with her seat.
I used to lean all the way back.
I think to this day I kind of drive like that just because
I want to be like Jack.
It's so nice to know as a drive back on your line.
Yeah, but we used to.
It was so cool. You played good music.
When she had her first apartment,
you didn't make us put our seatbelt on.
Oh my God! They make us put.
Don't say that. That never happened. Never happened.
That was, oh my God! Was that mom's white hatchback?
Probably.
Jesus.
It went down in the white hatchback.
Yo, I almost got into a nasty accident in that hatchback with Yolanda and all her goddamn kids. I was on 76.
Didn't we blow a tire at one point?
Did I?
But she went to Atlantic City with Gilbert. And
snuck the car out.
That's that Milanese coming out. And she said, you can't take the car.
You can't take the car.
Can't take the car. Okay, we're just gonna,
go
down the street real quick.
And we broke down in a bad neighborhood. Yes.
Somewhere in North Philly.
Yeah.
And good old Andy.
Thank God. He kept that secret for us.
He did. Even the mechanics keep our secret. Listen, Hilda is a scary lady. They kept our secrets because they know. They know Hurricane Hilda would have came down.
They know. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do remember that.
Tell us more.
I do want to say Melanie's definitely a what's the word I'm trying to look for? This was meant for her when it comes to social media. And the reason I say this is because we used to be on the party line.
Yes.
This is like the first.
That was before MySpace. That was the original social media party line.
You actually had the dollar phone.
Remember the rooms, the chat rooms?
Yes, we used to have different
we had names.
Yes, we had names. Who was it? Janet. She was like just the Spanish girl. We used to actually make accents for it too.
Oh yeah,
like you made up.
Oh yeah, you had personas.
Yeah.
The names, the background, who we were.
Candy.
Candy.
No.
I never called the party line.
Ever.
No?
I never
So
called
this
the
is
party
very
line.
This is
interesting.
Ganming. Yeah, we from Hunting Park.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Hi, this is Candy. How is everyone doing here?
We met a good amount of people off the party.
Yeah. The meetup spot was definitely Shellham Mall, which
Yes.
is actually...
I know, it's gone now, but
Right.
it used to be not
called-
too far from here. But yeah, we definitely met people at Shellham Mall. The McDonald's on Broad and Hunting Park was
Yes.
another spot.
That's when we met Cheese.
Yes, Cheese and his crew. We called him
Yes.
Cheese because he was getting a Big Mac and he got cheese on his ear, so the name
Got
stayed
cheese on his ear.
on his ear.
So he comes up to us and we're like, you got
cheese.
something on
Yeah.
your ear.
Look,
He was like,
it's cheese.
oh, this is cheese. How did cheese get in your ear?
I have no idea what this guy's name is anymore because we called him Cheese. That was it. They were from, was it Nice? Was it Nicetown? Was it Nicetown?
Yeah,
Or
Nicetown.
Logan?
No, I think it was Nicetown.
It might have been Nicetown. Yeah. It was like another world on the other side of Broad Street. Like if you grew up on the
Definitely
Hunting Park side, that Logan, Nicetown area is a different world.
It's very
Because when
true.
I discovered that world, you couldn't get me out. That was hot.
Yeah, there was a lot of older guys we met on there.
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, we were maybe like 15,
We were lying
16.
already that
Yeah,
we were older.
they were like 18, 19, 20.
Remember the HBO boys?
Yes.
The
Oh,
HBO boys.
Yes. Hot boys
We
out.
learned so much.
Hottest boys out.
Hottest boys out. If the
Oh, is that
HBO
what that's
boys are still out there,
Yes.
please slide in my DM. Because there's this one person in particular that I'm thinking about that looks
one that
kind of like Tupac.
Yes. He had like the HBO run.
Wait,
I love Tupac.
HBO.
HBO.
Like, legit?
Like a real tattoo?
Like a real tattoo,
Yeah,
like
I thought it was the
Thugline.
name you
His
gave
body
them.
Oh, no,
Yeah, that's what I
Right?
thought.
No, they called themselves the HBO boys, hottest
Yeah.
boys out, and one of them had a tattoo that had HBO, like Thug Life, like Tupac, and his body was
Yes.
ripped.
Wow.
So if you're still
How
out there
old
and you're
were they?
still in good shape,
Well, I think,
melanation.
right. They were quite a few years older than us.
Were they
Yeah.
adult men or like young?
I think
They might have been.
Yeah.
They might have been.
At least, yeah.
That's a fast
I
ass
think
house.
that I don't remember what age I was in a lot of these stories because I lied about my age so much. Because I got away with saying like, oh, I was 16 when I was 12. Like,
Yeah.
the boobs came early
I
and
was
I
gonna
put them
say
to work.
this
And we found
throws
a way
everybody
to,
off.
we found a way to get to the mall.
We did. We
We-
was broke.
There's a will be
And
a
we
way.
were always somewhere with
We
no
always finessed
money.
our way in somewhere. So getting on the SEPTA, it would be where I had a token, Mel would hurry up and throw her penny in there. And then
Now we on the bus.
Now we on the bus.
The day passes.
The day
Oh
passes.
my God, day
There used to be
passes.
stickers. Remember there used to be sticker and they put it on the actual transport,
On
like
the-
that paper
yep.
transportation pass. We would like literally take the sticker out very slow.
Ever so gently.
And then get a new one and put it right
Put
on
on a
there.
new transfer. We got
Well,
a
that-
second day.
And at that time it was only $5 for a day pass.
And you just like crumple it
Just
up,
hold
make
it
it
up
look
and
good.
Steven.
Fantastic.
SEPTA, don't come looking for us.
Good time. I know. We owe you some money.
All right, so I'm about to tell a very quick story, but it is literally the dullest, most boring story ever.
So why you telling it?
Because I haven't told it in so long. It makes me feel better to tell it. So this is not a bougie story, but a basic story.
Oh yeah.
So you preface it with it's dull.
But hold
Okay.
on, it's not the story you think I'm about to tell.
I have
It's
no
the story-
idea.
It's the story of you and me, our first time being alone together, like
That is
kind
the
of.
most boringest story.
Yeah.
ever.
So me and Joss are friends because of mutual friends from high school. So quite honestly, you and I probably wouldn't have been friends had it not been for those other people because you were very quiet, I was very loud. We were very opposite.
Right.
We were supposed to meet David outside the bathrooms. David Gonzalez, shout out to David if you're still around. We were supposed to go to the Edison versus Mass Bomb football game. Is that what we were about to do?
I know we were going to Edison.
We were walking
I don't
to
know
Edison.
why.
Okay, so to
feel like
give
that's
you
where all the games were.
perspective.
No shade, but I don't know why.
Okay.
I mean, wow, over there.
To give you perspective, Mass Bomb is at Frankfurt and Allegheny, a block away from there. Edison is like 5th and Luzerne.
Correct.
That's a good like 2-3 miles.
Yeah.
We walked the whole thing because we couldn't find David. So we just said, well, fuck it, we're just gonna walk. That was about an hour walk in complete and utter silence.
What?
How?
We walked for damn near 3 miles.
Y'all ain't go to the
in
store.
complete and utter silence.
No one didn't want to say
headphones,
anything?
No cell phones. I asked you one question.
What's the weather?
What time is it?
Nice weather we're having.
Shit like that. I asked her one question. She gave me a quick 1-word answer, and there we went. We just
Off we go.
Oh no, you would have been talking to me.
The minute we got to Edison, we just split. She went up the stairs and met whoever, and I kept the fuck on walking because my house was not that far from there. I was just like, I ain't never gonna be friends with this girl. Like, we ain't never gonna talk ever again. Like, I was like, how do you walk 3 miles and not say anything? We have friends in common. We've had
Y'all ain't even talk shit about other people. Y'all want to talk about something.
Right. Did you see that girl yesterday?
How you feel
somehow
about?
David made it there before us because David was there when we got there.
Cause he ain't walk.
This son of a bitch.
David got it right and didn't tell y'all.
Now, was this in the summertime?
It was warm.
Yeah.
It was definitely warm. Yeah, it was, school was still in session, but yeah.
I don't know
it
why
was
we were
warm out.
going there.
What was
I
going
feel
through
like
your
it was
mind? Do you
for a
remember?
football
Like,
game.
were you just like, look, I'm
I
not
was
talking
like,
to
oh my
her?
God, this is so awkward. I'm like, what do I say? Like, literally the whole time, I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, I don't know
her, she
her
don't know
well
me.
enough to start a conversation, like a real conversation. But we haven't shut up since. So.
That's very true.
25 years later.
25 years later.
Still
Now
telling
on the
that story.
podcast.
Yeah, but yeah, I had to tell that story because
I didn't know that story. That's funny.
I didn't tell you that. I could have sworn I told you that story.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all never gonna be friends.
That's how we became
She might have told
friends.
you. You probably forgot.
Probably.
Because it was boring.
Yeah,
There have
I
been
wasn't
better
listening.
ones since. So that was bad.
It wasn't juicy enough for me to.
But then
remember.
we went from not speaking to graduating to going to whoop a bitch's ass.
That is correct.
Okay.
So, mind you, I know Joss well enough that I feel, all right, she's quiet, she's reserved, she don't like a whole lot of attention, no drama, whatever. And I'm in my little basement apartment. My mom built a little bedroom downstairs in the basement
Oh,
for
I
me.
remember that.
And that was the hangout spot.
Yes.
I was sitting down there with my ex-boyfriend at the time, and a couple of his friends were there, and I get a phone call from Joss. Hey, you busy? No. What's up? You got a bat? I'm sorry, what's a bat? I said, yeah, my mom got a Louisville Slugger actually in her trunk. Remember, mom used to ride around with
Hurricane Hilda.
with that
Ready.
bat in her trunk.
Right the guy.
Stay ready.
She was like, I'm gonna need that bat. I was like, well, I'm gonna need a little more detail.
Do I need more stuff?
Should I come?
So,
Do we need to pick somebody up?
apparently her boyfriend at the time, she suspected him of cheating, and it happened to be with a girl that used to live across the street from me, and she also went to our high school, but by then she had already moved. So I gave the details to the guys. I grabbed the bat out the car. They gave me a ride. I forget where we met.
And I know they was about it.
I got out the car and got in
Adams
your
and
car.
Tabor.
Adams and
That's
Tabor.
that's where we arrived.
Yes,
Wow.
right. Yes, because that was, oh my God, that was across the street.
From the KFC.
I was like,
KFC and all
still
that
there?
stuff. Right, that mall. So we just sat there talking, waiting. And in my mind, I'm praying, Jesus Christ, please don't let Richard show up. Please don't let Richard show up. As she's talking to me. Please don't show up. God damn it, here he fucking comes. Fucking Richard. Here he is. He's right there. Poking at the window. Here he is right there.
That was me.
And yes. You start
You're probably
hyperventilating.
blacked out.
Who's Richard?
Richard's her ex.
Her ex.
Oh, okay.
She's cutting the wheel. I was like, Joss, calm down. Hold on. Wait. Let's be rational about this. And my mom,
She's
I'm
the
like,
calm one.
she fucked her up.
You know it's bad when you gotta be the calm one.
And it was chilly because at the time he was like bundled up and everything. He had his hands in his pockets and everything.
He's
get
fucking
up.
hiding.
Yeah.
That's what he was in
I'm
disguise.
sure. And didn't you find out about it from his mama? Did his mama snitch him out?
Ooh. Go ahead, Mom.
Probably.
I feel like you told me that's how you found out about it.
Probably.
Okay. Well,
She.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said
Come back.
he is on the way.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Thank
What's
you.
happening?
That's all I need to do.
Because
What's
Hear
happening?
Mom.
We need
His
more
mom
moms like
didn't
that.
like the girl.
We do.
Correct.
Okay. We'll call the girl Jay. She didn't like Jay.
Yeah.
She wanted Richard and Jocelyn to get together. Well, just long story short, the bag did not get used. However, you got out the car, you guys had words, whatever, and then
I remember somebody holding me back on Adams, like the whole right. That's a 4-lane.
Yeah. Yes.
Like physically
when you
pulling me
cross.
back.
yes, several lanes.
It might
must
have been your
one of
ex.
the guys. Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure.
think
it was
so.
my ex.
Oh, you had the guys with you?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They were all
I
in
didn't know.
Cliff's car.
I mean, I figured they was about it. They love that shit.
Oh my god, yes, they love it because they loved all my friends too,
Right.
Like, you know. And yeah, he's holding you back, and then while y'all across the street arguing or whatever, I see Jay come into view, and I get out the car, and I tell her, "Oh, he's been caught."
You might want to get back in the house.
Yeah, she was like, because then she looks across the street and realizes y'all two are arguing, and then she sees me, and she's like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Well, I'm with Josh," and he got caught. He basically got. She told me they broke up. Blah 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 blah. She
course,
storms
of
off,
course.
walks back into her apartment, never to be seen again. Well, I never seen her again after that. Did you ever see her?
I don't think I saw her again.
Okay, yeah, that must have been awkward because weren't we all still in high school? Like,
No.
we had already graduated.
We graduated.
Okay.
She was still in high school.
She was still in high school. She was
We
2
had
years behind us.
graduated however many years already.
Right.
And he
Okay.
was a year older than us, so nasty. Nasty.
You're right.
Dog.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, that's kind of statutory rape. Now that I
Look,
think
a
about
little
it,
bit.
Is the time up on that? Because we still don't like that man.
I didn't even realize that. Yeah. And from that day forward, I knew we'd be best friends.
See, from the first long Green Mile walk of not saying anything to beating bitches with a bat.
No, did we have any stories with being bitches with a bat?
No, but while she was telling that story, I was remembering remember Greek time in the summer.
Yes. Ooh.
We don't have
Greek
names
picnic?
for those. Yeah. We gonna call them Erie Avenue.
Okay, yeah.
So we were dating guys from Erie Ave at that time.
EA all day.
EA all day. I'm about to say. Wait.
It's all love. It's all love.
Right.
So we were dating guys from Erie Avenue at the time who was for the streets. And we didn't know that they was for the streets back
Right.
then. And we didn't even know what the Greek was, I think, at the time.
No, I completely forgot about this actually.
Yeah. And I think they told us bits and pieces, but didn't really tell us the whole story because they knew we would have wanted to go. And that was where you meet other guys, meet other girls, walking up and down Broad Street, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I remember us realizing, like, oh, like, it's a big deal. We need to go.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, oh, we need to go and meet guys. It was we needed to go find them. So we were just on a mission.
He was walking all up Broad
We
Street.
walked all down Broad Street from like area. I think we might. Oh, the thirst was real.
Yeah.
The thirst was real.
But I mean, me and Melanie
We might
walked
have made
miles though everywhere.
Yo, we
my
used
God.
to. I mean, we didn't have no money.
Right.
And the Uber didn't exist. We were poor. We just talked about.
It's the easiest number.
We was over there forging day passes that
Right.
were $5.
Not even-
So we could not afford that.
No.
Sure.
And I think we didn't find them, or we found them not till later on that night. No. I don't know if you remember this part. We got tired of looking for them, and we went in the house because they had one of those houses that was not, the door was never locked. You
Right.
could go in and
it
out.
was that
in and
house
out.
on the block that everybody went to.
Right.
Like
Neighborhood
that-
house.
Right.
So we go to the guy's room and we trashed his room. And we put on the mirror, we wrote a message with lipstick. I can't remember what the message
Damn it!
said.
Why don't you remember what the message
my
said?
God.
But it was some like
Wow.
crazy psycho shit that we did
Oh,
just to scare them because they didn't want to play with us.
Probably was something like
They didn't want to play with us on the Greek
something
night.
like we saw you. or
Right.
something.
It was something
Yeah.
like that, but of course we wrote it in lipstick and like smeared it and made it look all types of Lifetime movie crazy.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I forgot about that story until you were
Forgot
telling
about that
me.
as well. Wow.
Oh, we're gonna have to do a part 2 because I feel like there's so much I don't know.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. That whole Erie Avenue part of our life, shit went
Crazy
down.
how, like,
shit went down.
You forget certain things like that until like somebody say something and it just kind of triggers that back.
I
that memory.
remember trashing that room, and you wrote that message, or I wrote the message.
And mind
on
you, it
that.
probably wasn't the first or last
Oh
time
no,
we
it wasn't.
trashed.
It wasn't.
I'm sure.
It was not.
Yeah, sometimes I drive through the old neighborhoods and I'm like, how the hell did we get out of here?
Like, how did we
make it out
survive?
alive? Because And the saddest part is still seeing the same guys that we saw 20 years ago on the corner.
Right.
Still there.
Like,
Right.
y'all still here.
Like, y'all still here?
Like me and Mel used to walk on Huntington Park 2:00 in the morning.
We
Would
used
you see
to
me?
walk through the park
Through
with
the
no
park?
problem.
Walk
With
so
no
we do
problem.
that
No,
from
no.
Broad Street
With the prostitutes and everything. Walk
through
through
all
the
the way
park.
to 9th Street.
That's
Listen.
crazy.
And from
Terrifying.
Erie, from Broad and Erie, it's walking through the park all the way to
I
my
would
mom's house.
never.
But no
I
problem.
Would you see me do that now? No.
Hell no.
No.
I run to my car when it's dark. Like, that's how you know you didn't have no fear.
Right.
Clutch my pearls and I run. Back then,
Oh,
listen,
no.
You couldn't tell me nothing.
like walk, where we going? Like we walked everywhere.
Yeah, that's why y'all used to stay so slim.
I know. Different times. Different times.
Can you imagine if we tried to walk from Mass Bomb
No.
to Addison right now? Like,
I don't even want to take the trash out. Water.
wow.
I walk to the. I don't even walk to the corner store.
Yo, listen,
drive.
7-Eleven is down the
We
street from me. That's the
drive there.
closest. And I'm like, get in the car.
Yeah.
Right.
Takes this.
Well, at least Layla's excited to go to the store now, so
Yeah,
you got to
she's-
run her.
Yeah, I love the girl, but she's.
She's
I
book
can't-
smart.
I can't let her walk the streets alone.
Dude, she's book smart. She's just like butterflies.
Yeah. She's like, ooh, something shiny.
Focus.
I love my baby, but you can't walk nowhere by yourself. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Melanie, you remember our first trip to Miami? That was our first girls trip, right?
I do.
Yeah. We got very drunk that first night.
Yeah, I'm remembering it in bits and pieces. I like, thank God for pictures and social media because that's what I remember. Like, oh yeah, I was passed out by the pool in a white dress, and there was pictures of me and a bunch of old people.
She went and got some. Didn't you get calamari from some guy?
Yes.
She was like, "Sir, can I get some of your calamari?" Walked right over and grabbed out his plate.
No, because when you're in Miami, there's like the tables and chairs are on the
Outside.
sidewalk
On Ocean,
It was like
Ocean
Ocean
Drive.
Right,
Yeah.
Ocean Drive. So he was on the lower level, and we were like where the restaurant was at the top. And I wanted calamari, and I guess either we were too broke to order it, or nobody wanted that, and we were ordering as a group.
Right.
And he ordered it, and I was like, damn, he by himself. Calamari looks good. I took my little side plate.
But no, you know what Melanie does though when she wants to ask a guy something, she does it like where she kind of like
Yeah, she goes.
the booze. It's just natural to her. I don't think she knows she knows.
Sashay.
But it's just like
I remember my outfit because my titties were out, and I had a tank top that was like, meow.
Oh my god.
she does this like little shimmy, and it's just like bam, yeah,
This shit.
sir.
I was like, do you mind if I have some of your calamari? I brought my own plate.
Holding the plate right
She
here.
did.
My own plate. If I can find those pictures, I will find the way to insert them somewhere because I think
We
we
do.
wrote on the picture.
Yeah,
like,
I think we did
step
take a
one,
picture
grab
of
the
you.
plate. Step two.
Yeah, we did take a picture of her doing that.
If I can
yeah.
insert that in here somewhere, I will because that was funny.
Oh my
Calamari was
God.
great,
Yeah.
and he was by himself.
So funny.
I probably could have grabbed him.
Wait, so did he say yes? No.
Yeah.
Oh, he gave some. Okay.
He shared. He shared. I think I
That's
took
the
a little bit of
important
his
part, the man
lime.
part with his food.
Yeah, I helped myself. I was like, girl, your lime and squeeze that lime on there. Thank you. Thank you. You're such a gentleman.
Oh, oh god.
Good times. Yo, that first Miami trip, good times.
Yeah, definitely. On the way back though, that's when we had to fly through JFK to come back from JFK to
Oh my
Philly.
God, that was a fucking nightmare.
But
My
they
bag got
canceled-
lost.
They canceled the flight from JFK to Philly. I think it was weather. I mean, and at
Yeah.
that point, that flight is so short. They probably just like, you know.
Oh my
gonna
God.
You guys walk.
So we walked from New York. Yeah.
3 days later.
Right.
But no,
It was
like,
pouring down raining because I remember us walking to the bus.
right. So you lost your luggage. We were there for maybe.
No. American Airlines lost my luggage. Let's get it straight. I got a credit for it. Thank you.
Yes, we were waiting for hours. They're like, yeah, her luggage will be here. We waited for
I
hours.
waited for the luggage to come. And
The other girl that we were with, she decided like, look, I need to go back to Philly. I'm gonna go take the megabus, and she pretty much left. And I'm like, well, I'm staying with Mel.
Right. We always had a thing. We go somewhere together. We come back together. That's always been
Right.
our rule, no matter what.
Finally, they were like, yeah, we'll send you the luggage, or you could pick it up at the airport. So we leave, to the megabus. Once did we take a cab or a train?
No, we were walking to the megabus because it started pouring down raining.
Yeah.
And I remember we were like 2 wet dogs on the bus.
Yes, it started pouring down raining, and
You had your luggage trying to run. I didn't have no luggage, no umbrella. I had some beauty supply store wig on. I remember this like synthetic wig with bangs. Really bad. Real basic.
Where it started?
Honey, don't try it.
No, but I would say she was still bougie at that time, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Because I was still trying to fix my wet wig on my head. And the fucking air conditioner was on in the bus, and we were like freezing 2 hours to get here, and we were like,
oh, girl, you said megabus, and I just it made me shiver because going from Philly to freaking Toronto on a megabus.
We did that. I didn't feel my ass for days after that.
I will never again in life take a megabus trip that takes that goddamn long.
Well, nobody told us to. That's because we were being cheap.
Yeah, we were being cheap.
It was like $60 one way and $1 back or something.
Yeah.
Like, well, how comfortable did you think the seats were going to be?
Listen.
But we had a ball when we were out there.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Sure.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
But they still do it every year in August, so.
I know, we need to do it again.
August 2021?
Caravana?
They still do that?
Listen,
Yes, they
I'm
do.
down.
Wait, you said in August?
Yeah, because we went the last week of July to August,
okay.
like over my birthday weekend.
So remind me what happened on that last party where I blacked out.
Which one?
I'm like,
The all white one?
if we blacked out together,
It was the
or
all white one. We were pretty okay for that one. I think it was the last party of the evening where we met up with the guys at the hotel before we went to the club. My belongings ended up on the lawn somewhere.
I don't remember that.
You were the one that told me because I didn't remember. And then you told me the following day, like, yeah, your passport, your money, your ID, everything's my purse was open.
Was that soaking
and
night?
it fell.
I think that was soaking
That might have been soaking night because
I was wearing a blue dress. That's all I can remember.
I actually remember that blue dress.
And you said, Jay, you dropped your stuff. I said, oh, fuck it, leave it. Like, I can't get back to the United States without it.
You're going to be a Canadian now.
My Canadian buddy went flying by. American dollars, my passport.
Yeah, I don't even remember that.
Yeah,
I remember
I don't
falling
remember
asleep
that.
and waking up in Spanx.
Okay.
And feeling like, damn, my stomach is flat. So I went to sleep in Spanx. That's how I knew it was bad.
Some damn space.
Yeah, I don't remember your passport being on the floor or anything like
Yeah,
that.
Melanie told me
remember
that apparently I like all my shit ended up in the grass and y'all was in there with y'all flashlights
Oh, me and
going through the
Tiffany.
grass looking for my shit.
I don't know who I was with, but I remember now after you just said that, I was
might have
like,
been
I was
Tiffany.
looking in the grass for some shit.
Y'all was on all fours looking for my stuff. I was like, look at these.
No, because
bitches.
Tiffany wasn't with us. Tiffany didn't come to that trip, did
Yeah,
she?
she did.
Was she there? Oh, she was. She was there.
The white party?
Yeah.
She was there.
At that point,
Maybe
I
it
guess
was
whoever
me
she
and
was talking to at that.
Melvin.
Melvin.
Yeah.
Melvin, if
I
you're
couldn't
still around, I
remember.
still love you dearly. He took care of us.
Yeah,
he was such a
Melvin-
gentleman. He took such good
Melvin
care of
hooked
us.
up. He really did.
He really made our trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. We definitely need to do a big girls trip like that
Yeah.
again. Yeah, that was really fun.
That was
Yeah,
good
that was
times.
super fun.
Basic and bougie, go on a trip.
On the road.
Yeah,
On the road.
Basic and bougie on the road.
I would like to suggest an all-inclusive resort.
Please and thank you.
Right.
Melanie was witness when I almost got shot.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
what?
Martha almost shot me. My cousin Martha.
Our cousin.
No, I know that cousin Martha.
You know, for the viewers, I just wanted to clarify. And if Martha
We love you, Martha. I know you're
love
probably
you.
gonna watch.
We love you.
Martini rocks.
But let's keep it real, sis. You was nuttier than squirrel shit, and you tried to shoot me because you thought I was trying to get with your boyfriend at the time.
Oh.
Yeah. So Melanie was upstairs. This was the duplex
On
where-
Masher?
Yeah.
On Masher Street.
It went down
That
on
was a-
Masher
that was a
Street.
good
Yes,
That was
so
a
her
good.
sister
That was our first apartment.
Yeah, that was
Yes, it was.
our first
She got an
apartment.
apartment and it was a wrap.
I was like, where we meeting? Jamie House? All right,
Right,
got
that
you.
was the meetup spot.
My cousin Martha lived downstairs and I lived upstairs. And she called me and she wanted me to wake up her boyfriend at the time. So I'm knocking on the door. We'll call him M. He's like, wake up. No answer. No. She's like, he's in there, just keep knocking. Nothing. I'm like, Martha, he's not answering. I don't know what you want me to do. He's like, open the door, but only open a little bit because he's naked. Okay.
Oh boy.
Go and I crack the door open. I'm like, knock. Martha needs you, whatever. All right, fine. I see her later on that day because she was writing me a doctor's note for something that I needed for work. And I see her in traffic. I'm walking to the grocery store. Her boyfriend's driving. She's in the car. This was later on in the day. And they honk the horn, and I walk up to the car, and she hands me what I need, but she got this face on, like she's pissed. I'm like, you all right? She never answered me. I was like, all right, whatever. Go back to my apartment. Melanie's there. My boyfriend at the time was up there. I hear bang, 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 bang.
He was up there?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't remember him.
Yeah. We gotta give him a pseudonym too. I don't know what to use for that one.
Oh, so
I
many
say
words.
liar, pants on fire.
Okay, liar, pants on fire.
Liar, pants on fire was upstairs with me, along with my sister. And I hear Martha knocking downstairs. You tried to get with my boyfriend. You saw him naked. This, that, and the third. I said, Martha, I didn't see anything. I said, he answered me. I told him what you told me to. I was like, you sent me down there. Why are you getting mad at me? And I'm like, yo, what did you tell her? Like, what did you say to her? She's like, yo, I didn't say nothing. Yo, she's tripping. About a week or two prior, she had just gotten a gun. She went and she got the gun. And she came to my door and she's like,
She
open
was
this
banging
motherfucking
on
door.
it with the thing.
I'm gonna
the
shoot you
handle.
through this motherfucking door. I was
Oh,
like,
my
yo,
dog.
I'm
Bella.
like, yo, you tripping? I was like, my boyfriend is up here right now. Why would I be looking at your boyfriend? Open the door. I had to call her sister to tell her, yo, call your sister. Tell her to calm down. Like, she is tripping. That she literally wants to shoot me right now because she thinks I was trying to get with him.
I just remember her screaming your name and saying, open the door.
Yeah, just screaming my name, open the door, open the door, open the door. Okay, so I moved out the next day. Because I was just like, I don't need this fucking drama. Like, I couldn't take it no more. So I was like I told her that her sister had to be there so that there was no, like exchanging of words, nothing. There was shit in the basement. I left it there. I don't know what the hell I left in that basement. I was like, yo, she's fucking crazy. So then I ended up having to move back in with my mother.
I didn't know you moved the neck because of that.
Oh yeah, that was why I
no
couldn't
idea.
take it anymore.
That's crazy.
I couldn't take it anymore.
We
It was like there
we
was
couldn't even get a hold of the
nothing.
police.
Yeah,
We
and
were
they
trying to
were
call
calling
police.
911.
No,
No,
answer.
They were like
They
3
was
blocks
busy.
from you.
No answer.
Right.
Yeah, right.
At
Right
that
there on
time.
Hudson. I mean on Hunter Park or Second
Well,
Street,
no,
First
they
Street.
were on like Front Street
Front
at
Street.
that point.
Yeah, before the station had closed down. I'm like, well, yeah, that's fantastic. But me and Martha always had this love-hate relationship. I adore her. I love her to death. My favorite cousin, one of my favorite cousins in the world. I love you, Tiffany. Don't take offense.
Tiffany's.
But she's just always, we've just always had this like back and forth. So once I saw it happen more than once, I was like, all right, we gotta keep our distance a little bit because there's something there. I just don't know what it is.
I don't think I ever knew that story.
Yeah. Oh, I have
That
stories. I have stories. I do.
Anything else?
We had that fight at the club. I don't want to talk about that.
For my birthday. We can do a quick abbreviated version.
Yeah, Melanie had a birthday at a club.
We had like a
Praga.
joint. I'm like, we had a
It was
joint.
at Club Praga.
Right.
Club
Oh,
Praga.
Praga.
Yeah. I drove by the other day. It's closed. No, it's closed.
And that's the one that's in that little like ducky spot between
Yeah, I'm like, what's that?
Honey Park
And Erie Avenue,
Yeah.
where the Coca-Cola
Erie.
factory is between.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
okay.
between.
I was thinking of.
I want to say that might be Luzerne, that little street. I can't remember.
Is that like H or I?
One
Yeah,
of them.
right?
Yeah,
Probably
one of
I.
those.
J is.
I think so. We were having a good old time. I'm standing up there dancing. All of a sudden, I feel somebody push me from behind, and I turn around. I see Melanie's hair getting pulled by Amanda. I said, "Oh, bitch! I ain't know her. I didn't have nothing against her or whatever. All I know is I saw my sister getting her hair pulled, and I blacked the fuck out.
My sister is ride or die. Try it if you want to.
Okay.
Because what was really happening.
Yeah, what was really happening?
So you want to know what really happened? You got to come back next week to find out. Thanks for listening.